Welcome to Skater Stories, where we are asking members of our skate community to share their story of why they started roller skating to inspire others. I'm Mel, owner of Roller Girl Gang and passionate roller skater. Today's skater story is being shared by Carissa. Thank you, Carissa, for being so honest about your journey in roller skating. It's an absolute inspiration.
So I am joined by lovely Carissa, and we've not met have we met in real life? Maybe once.
Yeah, briefly.
Yeah. So I don't know you well, but I can't wait to hear your story and what roller skating means to you and how it's in your life. So I'm going to pass over to you, Carissa.
Hi. So I'm Carissa. I've just turned 30 in October last year, and I bought my first pair of roller skates last month. And so I've only been roller skating for a month, but I've dived right into it and really enjoying it. So a little bit about me. So previously I was a social worker and I worked with children, and then I decided to change my career and become an interior designer. So I did an interior design qualification, but then I decided that I wanted to be a fitness coach for women, because last year, 2021, June 2021, I was severely overweight. So in a year and a half, I've lost about 5 stone. Yeah, I did that by going to the gym, got really into fitness, got my own personal trainer. And then I decided I want to be able to sort of motivate women to do what I've been able to do, because it's not easy. So I'm coming to the end of a personal training qualification now, and that's sort of where I want to sort of go in that direction. So yeah, I decided to start roller skating as a little bit of fun, as a hobby, a little bit of self-care, like inner child nurturing, that type of thing, which I really, it's working. So I just love it. It's great. I sort of decided to see what roller skating groups there were in Leeds, and there are a lot.
Yeah, there's loads.
There are, and I've sort of dipped in. It's only been a month, but I sort of tried to dip into a little bit of everybody. So I've been to one of your sessions, which was really good, really open. I went there with a friend, and I have done some of the dance skate lessons with LS10. And then tonight, actually, I'm going to go to an outdoor roller skating event with, I think, Potter Newton, Sorry if I got that wrong, but they're doing it.
No, I think, Potter Newton rollers are about,
So there's a little bit of an outdoor skate. So I haven't done outdoor skating before, so I'm a bit nervous. So I bought a helmet. So
a good idea.
Yeah, I'm going to be wearing my helmet and all my gear. So yeah, I think what got me into roller skating is I've always had this vision for the longest time, probably since my early 20s, of roller skating down a strip in Miami. I don't know why. It's just always been in my head. I don't know, I just sort of was just excited about that vision, really, and then sort of forgot about it. And then I think every time I'd see roller skaters on YouTube or on Instagram, I'd be like, oh, they look so cool, they look great. And then this year I thought, you know what, just go for it. If you don't do it now, you're never going to do it. So I've got some roller skates and I'm really enjoying it.
That's amazing. And I mean, wow, the motivation and the self-motivation that you've got to just keep exploring until you kind of find your path. That's a really incredible, powerful thing, and I that's such an inspirational story, and I can fully see why people would want to work with you when you qualify as a personal trainer, and that's really close as well. And so and it's so important to keep finding time for yourself, but it's also really, really difficult to do. And I don't know if you found it challenging at all, or how do you manage kind of your time between, because if you're a personal trainer, you're going to be doing fitness for your job, but you still find being active like a way of winding down.
Yeah.
So kind of, how do you manage that?
Yeah, so at the minute, I'm still sort of coming to the end of the qualification, so I've got a lot of time. But I train in the gym 5 days a week. So what I do is I pack my roller skates and I take them to the gym. And my gym's so cool, like all the people there are really lovely. And there's like a big open space, like where you would do classes.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's free, so I time my gym sessions around when the classroom is free. So then I can, after I've worked out, I can take my skates and just have a like roll around. So yeah, and then I will be doing online coaching. So I won't really, unless it's like a special circumstance and somebody lives close by and really wants it. But I want to be an online coach. I just think you can reach a wider audience and it's really effective. I've got an online coach at the minute who's great and she's really motivating and she's based in Kent, I think, so she doesn't have to be close. And yeah, so that's how I'll sort of work around that. But one thing I have found is that skating is more of a skill. And I didn't realise how much sort of technicality and skill actually goes into learning how to do the moves. So it's something that you do have to dedicate time to if you want to be as skilled as the people that you sort of aspire to be like. So yeah, but that's something that I'm finding really fun as well. Just that challenge of I want to get better at this. I think the guys at LS10 showed us the downtown and the strut walk, and I was like, oh my God, what is this? I don't even know what I'm doing. I thought I was good because I could go forwards and backwards, and then I was like, oh no, I really have a long way to go.
It's just like a whole nother world though.
Mm-hmm.
I think once you start exploring, you are in charge of what you take from it, and what it gives you. And I guess it's like anything is going to fit into your life rather than the other way around. So, you know, it's just about giving yourself time and understanding that people are at different points of their journey, which I feel like is something that you'll understand really well. But I think like maybe because your fitness journey, like 18 months sounds like a long time, but it's really not.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a huge achievement to in 18 months to lose like 5 stone.
Yeah, just over now. Mm-hmm.
Like that's incredible. And you kind of hear these stories but then never think that they're quite real, but you're like the living proof that I know 100% that is my story, it's real. But actually in roller skating it can easily take you 18 months to feel confident in your wheels.
Sure.
About moving around and then skating forwards and backwards and then turning.
Mm-hmm.
And like doing those things on wheels. So dancing on roller skates where you're controlling your weight and where your feet and your position and moving and making it look effortless is such a practiced and learned skill, and it can take like years. 3-4 years is really, really common. Longer also common, but it's just about more just trying to enjoy the bit that you're at right now and knowing that it's hard and it's different from other types of activity where you're moving. But yeah, it's such a different way of moving.
Yeah, no, it really is. And I think I underestimated that fact. I was just like, oh, I'll just get on roller skates and I'll just go, no. But what I have done is I've sort of set myself a little bit of a goal. And so hopefully it all works out. But I came across Skate Love Barcelona, which I know you've been to. Everybody seems to rave about it. It seems to be like this amazing event. So I'm hoping, I know it's going to be like maybe a little bit difficult, but I'm hoping to get tickets to go there. And that's in September, I think.
Yeah, that's in September.
Yeah, I'm going to sort of really discipline myself and like commit to getting as skilled as possible to go there, knowing that I will be nowhere near as good as the people who are there, but just go to have like a really good time and just enjoy the vibes. And that sort of will motivate me to keep getting better at her, knowing hopefully that I've got these tickets and that's where I'm going to be.
That's a fabulous goal to set yourself. But yeah, absolutely. The skill level of some of the people that have been there, because they have been roller skating pretty much their whole life, is incredible. But then there are also people who just dedicate so much time to it, and it's like 10,000 hours to mastery. So if you've got 10,000 hours, you know, to dedicate on a specific skill, then that's brilliant, but some people don't have that amount of time. So you just need to also think, well, am I having a nice time? Am I meeting lovely people? And what else can I get from this skill? And because we can sometimes be our own worst enemy, and like that's a really tricky challenge to overcome as well. So yeah, like, have you got any advice for anybody if they were starting out, or how you kind of, I suppose, come to terms with the fact that, oh, this is harder than I thought? Like, what would you suggest to people who are struggling with that?
Yeah, so I'd definitely say look out in your local areas for groups and places like Roller Girl Down. So one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to commit to once a month, if I can get tickets, because I know you sell out really quickly, to come to your like level up skills sessions. So there are things like that you can do if you're new when you want to improve your skills. There are groups all over the country, I've found. So yeah, get in touch with local groups, local people, and see if anyone is willing to team up with you and help you sort of learn together. And then what else would I say? I'd say buy some skates, whatever your price range is, whatever you can afford. Just having your own skates to sort of customise, it just makes it really fun. It doesn't have to be expensive. And then what else would I? Yeah, just do it. It's so fun. Even if you are learning, it is really fun. Like, if you fall over and you laugh, it's not you fall over and you're sad and you're like, I'm never doing this again. Not for me anyway. It's like you fall over, dust yourself off, get back up, and keep going. And I think, like you said, Mel, just enjoy where you are in the journey, because it is fun. Like, even just putting them on and going up and down and backwards and forwards, it's really fun.
Yeah, it's just a really different way of moving. So yeah, it's really fun. And I love what you said about customizing your own skates as well, because sometimes, it's like a rainy day, or you're just at a point where you're like, my friends have all let me down. I don't know if I want to go to this place on my own. And what can I do? And you can do stuff with your skates, but not necessarily being on your skates. And like, that's quite fun too. Just even getting a new pair of laces, and it totally changes how they look. And then I don't know if you've started buying outfits that match your skates yet, but that's definitely something that we know people do, is they're like, well, I'm a roller skater now, and actually when I'm on wheels, people look at me, so I might as well give them something to look at. So bring me all the fancy outfits, because I might as well wear them. Like,
no, absolutely.
Definitely, if you're going to Skate Love Barcelona, you'll be in some fancy sequined outfit for sure. Like, it's amazing. I love your energy, Carissa, and I just think that there will be so many people who have hesitated in some way and will just be incredibly inspired that there isn't anything to hold them back apart from what's up here. So yeah, thank you so much for sharing your story, and I hope you enjoyed the skate out tonight.
Me too. Hopefully I don't fall too hard.
I'm sure you'll be absolutely fine. You'll be really well looked after. Potter Newton are a lovely group of people, so you'll be great. Thank you so much. I'm going to wish you goodbye and have a great day. See you later.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to today's skate story. I hope you find it as inspiring and uplifting as I did. Can't wait for the next one.